everybody and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. I'd like to begin by apologizing for it being a few weeks since I uploaded my last video. Summertime is always my busiest season and there's always a lot going on, whether it be in my personal life, travel, or for work. It's a busy time for me, so I'd like to apologize, but I'm really glad to be back here today filming for you. And I've got a fun video. Today we're going to be talking all about road trips and some of my favorite essentials and things that I bring with me. Now, I've been on a lot of road trips. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've been all around the United States from Utah to North Carolina, and I've got a really big road trip coming up this fall up to the Pacific Northwest. We're going to be hitting up Washington, Oregon, all of the national parks out there, so I'm really excited for it. But safe to say, I have a lot of experience in road trips, and I wanted to show you some of my favorite items that I love to have with me. Some I think are must-haves, and some are a little more on the luxury side that are just nice to have, but I'm going to go through all of those here with you today. And I'd also like to mention all the items that I'm going to be talking about, if they're on Amazon, which most of them actually are, they will be linked down in my bio. I have my Amazon storefront link down there so you can check out all the products nice and easy. And while we're on road trips, we often do a lot of camping, so there is a little overlap in some of those items. I can do a whole camping essentials video as well if you'd like. So some of these items we really like for camping as well, and when we're on our road trips, we use them both in the car, while we're camping, in the tent, and they're just really great items to have. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the first item. This is something that I've had for quite a while now. It's one of the first things that I actually specifically bought for road tripping, and this is just a little backseat caddy. It opens just like this. You put the little divider down the middle and you have a really nice pop-up place for all of your snacks, drinks, chargers, hats, anything that you want to keep easily accessible. I'll keep this right in the back seat within arm's reach, and like I said, all of our road trip snacks, I'll keep kind of the food and drinks in the back and keep accessories and things that we need in the front. So baseball caps, sunglasses, sunscreen, chargers, medicine, literally anything that we might need to have within arm's reach while driving. And a couple of these other items that I'm going to be talking about, I keep in here as well. In the car, I also like to keep a dedicated pair of car sunglasses. These ones I bought in a 3-pack, and I also bought a 3-pack of the case as well. I love these sunglasses. I keep one in my car. I keep one in my hiking backpack. For being a cheap 3-pack, they actually work really well. They're some of my favorite sunglasses. I don't really have the money for designer sunglasses, so these ones I really like, and they do a great job, especially for being on the budget side of sunglasses. So I just like to have a dedicated pair that stays in my car so that I always have sunglasses with me, because I'm always losing them, my husband's always losing them, so we go through a good bit of sunglasses, but it always helps to have a pair that just remain in the car at all times. These also go in my caddy. Next is a classic item you've seen me talk about time and time again, and that is this solar charger. If it's your first time here, I'll talk about it a little bit, otherwise I know you know this item. This is just a solar charger for your phone. It's got all of the cords built right into the back here for every type of device that you might have. You can charge it ahead of time in the wall or use the solar power. I've mentioned before, I like to just keep it right on the dash of my car, and then it always stays full. It's also got a flashlight built in, so it's just a great multi-purpose item. I keep this usually in my hiking backpack as well. Some of these items usually stay in there, and when I'm on a road trip, I'm usually hiking, so I have my hiking backpack with me. So this usually stays in my hiking backpack to go on the hikes with me as well. Some of these other items do as well, and I'll mention them as we go along. But yeah, just a great multi-purpose tool to have for hiking, camping, and road trips. These next two items I like to usually keep in my car as well. Both of them are on the tool side of things, and first is just a little mini toolkit. It looks like this. It folds out. It's just got all of your basic little tools in it. You never know if some of your gear is gonna break, something in your car. It's just so good to have something like this with you at all times. Again, in the hiking caddy. Along with that as well, which is pretty similar, is a multi-tool. This I usually keep in my hiking backpack as well. Again, you just never know when you're gonna need items like this, especially these pliers we have used many times to help with our car, and it was just so handy to have with us. And I like that both of these just come in little easy to carry cases as well, and if they're not in my hiking backpack, they will go in the backseat caddy. Next, these are pretty dirty, but these are my camp shoes. These are from Teva. I love to have just a comfy pair of shoes with me up in the front seat. I love to take my shoes off while we're on the the road. I'm usually passenger, but if I'm driving, I keep my shoes on. But like I said, I'm usually in the passenger seat, so I like to just take my shoes off, and if I need to run into the gas station or go to the bathroom, fill up the gas tank, it's nice to have easy slip-on shoes like this. I love these. They're super comfortable. They slide on and off really easily, and they're just great to have as something comfy to slide on after a hike as well. I also like to keep in the car, especially if I'm riding with somebody who likes to keep the car extra chilly, a blanket and a pillow, just a tiny little portable one. They sell those really cheap ones for a couple bucks at Walmart. It's okay if they get dirty, you can just keep them in the car, and a little pillow to go along with that so I can just lean it up against the window and take a little nap if I need. But I get cold kind of easily, so I really like to just keep a blanket with me for that extra comfort. Another important thing that a lot of people tend to forget is sunscreen. I have this little stick one that I like to keep in the car. It's from Attitude. It's all natural, non-toxic, and people forget that when you're driving and you're in the sun, you're still exposing especially a lot of your arm, a lot of your hands, and that can lead to sunburns or even worse, long-term effects. So I like to just keep a little stick in there. I can just rub it on my arms and the back of my hands to keep them nice and protected from the sun. Usually when I'm traveling, I'm always traveling with sunscreen, so this is something that I just usually always have on me. So that's all the items that I had right in front of me, and now I'm going to take you out to my car to show you some of the items that just kind of permanently remain in there or things that I didn't want to bring in for the video. So let's go to the car. Alright, so here we are in the Volvo, and I'm going to show you a few of the items that I keep in here at all times. First, underneath here, I keep this emergency first aid kit, and this has just about everything you need in case of an emergency, and we actually did already have to use this with a paddleboard situation that we had, but again, it's just good to have it. You never know when you're going to need it. It's better to have it and not need it. Also, along with having it, knowing how to use most of the items in it. I believe this has instructions in it, but just knowing basic first aid is always really important. So we just keep this usually under here. In here and in every car we drive, we have these drop stops. They just go right in between the car seat and the dash, and they stop things from falling down into the endless abyss. So no more accidentally dropping your phone or keys or anything down there. I really love these. I have used these for a while now, and I think they're fantastic. And back here is a little trash can that goes on the back of your car seat. This thing is great. It's a really good size. You don't have to empty it very often. I just throw a little plastic bag in here. I can reach it from my seat and just reach my hand around and throw any garbage away. And again, it just doesn't take up any space. You see some that go in your door or on the floor, and it just takes up extra space in your car. But with this being on the back of the seat, it takes up no extra space. Another thing I've had for a while and absolutely love, highly recommend. And my husband does most of the driving, and he swears by one of these little backrest things. And the last thing I'm going to mention real quick is this EcoFlow River 2 portable power station. We love this for longer road trips. You can charge anything in this from your phone to your camera equipment, and we only bring this on longer trips because we don't really see the need it for shorter ones, but it is a lifesaver to have with us. So those are a lot of my road trip essentials and favorites, things that I bring with me on almost every road trip that I go on. And I would love to hear in the comments your favorite road trip essentials and favorite items, so let me know down below. And if you're not already, make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post there every day. I post a lot more road trip videos on there, from planning them to packing to actually going on the trip itself. So make sure to go follow me there and subscribe to me here on YouTube for more videos like this. And thank you so much for watching.